Hello and welcome to RacingNews365.com's preview of the Austrian Grand Prix, the second leg of the gruelling European triple header. My name is Nick Golding and we are going to look ahead to the 11th round of the 2024 F1 season. But before we get on with the video, be sure to check out the second part of our three-part documentary into the life of Dutch Moto3 sensation Colin Veijer. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel to be in with a chance of winning a scale model F1 car. And on that note, let's get on with the video. Contracted until 2030, the Austrian Grand Prix is an important weekend in the fight between Red Bull and McLaren, which has arisen in recent rounds. It is, of course, also the home race of Red Bull, putting additional pressure on Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. As always, thick orange fog can be expected from the thousands of Dutch fans in attendance. This weekend will mark the Red Bull Ring's 37th time hosting the Austrian Grand Prix, whilst it also hosted the Styrian Grand Prix twice. With 4 victories, Verstappen is the most successful driver in the Austrian Grand Prix, whilst he also holds the joint record for winning it 2 years in a row, a feat which has also been achieved by Alain Prost, Michael Schumacher and Nico Rosberg as well. With 7 wins, Ferrari is the most successful team in the Austrian Grand Prix. Coming in at 4.318 kilometres, the Red Bull Ring is the 5th shortest circuit on the calendar. However, it is the fastest lap of the season, with pole last year having been claimed by setting a lap just over 64 seconds. The race consists of 71 laps, which sees the drivers that finish the race complete 306.452 kilometres in total distance. The Red Bull Ring consists of only 10 corners, but plenty of overtaking hotspots, particularly corners 1, 2 and 4. These are overtaking hotspots thanks to DRS and the fact the Red Bull Ring has 3 DRS zones. The zones are found between the last and first corner, turns 1 and 2 and turns 3 and 4. Given the short nature of the circuit and the fact so much of it is flat out, lap times are traditionally exceptionally close. F2, F3 and F1 Academy are all in action as well this weekend. In terms of the timetable, with the sprint format being used this weekend, the timetable is significantly different than normal. For session times in CET, see the screen graphic. For those in the UK and Ireland, listen up. The first and only practice session starts on Friday at 11:30 AM, before sprint qualifying begins at 3:30 PM. On Saturday, the sprint race takes place at 11 AM, before the traditional qualifying session gets underway at 3 PM. The race on Sunday starts at 2. Being the end of June, very high temperatures are expected this weekend, both in terms of the air temperature and the track temperature. However, due to the hot weather, there is a genuine threat of thunderstorms, according to our weather partner, We're Online. Friday and Saturday will be completely dry, with the temperature reaching a sizzling 30 degrees Celsius. However, there is a significant threat of thunderstorms on Sunday. When the sun is shining at its hottest, the circuit will be between 50 to 60 degrees Celsius, putting the tyres to their limits. In last year's Austrian Grand Prix, Verstappen claimed pole for the main race, before going on to also claim pole for the sprint. Sergio Perez, meanwhile, qualified 15th for the main race due to exceeding track limits, before securing 2nd on the grid for the main race. In the sprint race, Verstappen topped the podium ahead of Perez and Carlos Sainz, whilst in the main race, Verstappen finished on top yet again ahead of Charles Leclerc and Perez. It was, of course, last season's Austrian Grand Prix when McLaren introduced its significant upgrade package, which has led to their resurgence. Lando Norris in particular is seen now by Red Bull as their biggest threat, and would have likely won the Spanish Grand Prix last weekend had he not had a poor start. Red Bull advisor Dr. Helmut Marko conceded himself that Norris would have won had the British driver led into the first corner. A big concern for Red Bull is that Norris loves the Red Bull Ring and is confident he can win this weekend. Norris said, "I'm excited for the Austrian Grand Prix. It's a really fun track to drive, and I have some great memories from over the years, so I'm looking forward to getting out there. The fans are always enthusiastic and create a great atmosphere. The car is in a great spot. We'll take what we learned from Spain and use it to keep pushing. We are not focused on setting specific targets. Our aim is to keep improving what we do each weekend, and we let the results speak for themselves. Let's see what we can do." Despite Norris's love of the Red Bull Ring and recent pace, Verstappen is the favourite this weekend at the event, which will see him supported by thousands. A win this weekend will be a big blow to his rivals in the Drivers' Championship, considering they currently lead Norris by 69 points. Verstappen winning would likely end chances of an F1 title fight. However, defeat to Norris would get neutral fans very excited. It is a big weekend for Verstappen and Red Bull, but the Dutchman is ready. Ahead of the weekend, Verstappen said, "We always feel really welcome and enjoy coming back to Austria, being a home race for Red Bull. The scenery and mountains around here are great, and it is always good to see the Orange Army fans here and really feel that support from the grandstand. It is another sprint race this weekend, which always ends up being a hectic and busy weekend for us. It is really important to nail the setup of the car straight away and analyse how best we build and improve on our previous races, especially as qualifying is always close here. The track lends itself to a lot of overtaking, so I'm sure it will be an exciting race. The team performed well here last year, so hopefully we can do the fans proud this weekend and bring it home with another win." It looks set to be a weekend full of action and drama, especially if the thunderstorms arrive. Be sure to let us know your predictions in the comment section below, and also check out the second part of our Colin Via documentary. On top of that, smash a like on this video and subscribe to the RacingNews365.com YouTube channel for a chance to win a scale model F1 car. We will see you this weekend for the Austrian Grand Prix. See you later.